Hello, we are live. Things are up and running. See things happening. And we go. That was immediate. Now, why doesn't these run? That one's running. There's fucking room for it. Why? So just keep this pumping. There, that's all cleaned up. I know I technically don't need those there, but I like having them there, so whatever. What did I just finish? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I have no clue what I did. Hello there.
Are you streaming?
I am. How are you doing?
I just woke up. I'm having some coffee and having a wonderful time. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I couldn't fall asleep last night at all, so we never slept, and we're gonna try to stay up until it's a normal bedtime, so I don't completely destroy what little sleep schedule I have.
All right.
So we're streaming to help with that.
You're braver than I am. I would have just called it and gone, yeah, I'll take a nap, and then actually gotten my night's worth of sleep, and then just take a nap at my normal nighttime sleep time. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't nap. I die.
Oh.
So ev-
Wait, do you do the thing where you're completely unreachable for a while? You're just, like, out of it.
Basically, yeah. So like if I go to nap in the middle of the day, it's as if I've gone to sleep for the night, and I will
That's
wake up like 8 hours later.
okay. Ignoring the duration, I'm very much the same. Once I'm asleep, I cannot be woken. I fell asleep in a game in whatever the stadium in Minnesota is. It was a Vikings versus Packers game. My dad was livid because he took his kid there, and I just passed out for most of the game. But it was so loud, but it didn't matter because I was asleep.
Amazing. I love it. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing for this stream.
I'm currently practicing my France in Hearts of Iron 4
Oh,
because France is simultaneously amazing and completely garbage.
I love it.
Well, the game expects you to get bulldozed, so it doesn't give you a whole lot of love.
That's fair.
But your starting things are actually pretty decent, so if you know what you're doing, you can leverage it and be a severe nuisance, or actually hold back the Jerry's.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well,
Have
they're
you?
never going to be able to naval invade you, so as long as you can hold the Maginot and Belgium, you're fine. Oh, and Luxembourg. Don't forget Luxembourg. Everyone forgets Luxembourg, and then they take France, and it's all.
Jeez. I forgot there was so much stuff that happens in that game. I need to figure out how I'm gonna expand.
Um, are you playing Factorio?
At the moment, yeah. Have you ever played it before?
No, but I think I've been told there's like a loop for it you're supposed to follow. It's like
A what
focus on
for it?
resource gathering, turn resource gathering into resource processing,
Oh yeah.
use those new resources to develop new technology, which should allow you to get newer, better resources, wash, rinse, repeat until you become a monster.
Yeah, I've played this game extensively. I'm
Is
just
that
trying to
really
decide.
correct?
Oh, it's 100% correct. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to go about this next step because I've kind of explored a good chunk of the map and I have found oil in only one place and there's a
You
giant
found
fucking nest
oil?
there.
That shit's mine.
I need oil for oil processing for like the next big stage of the game.
Mate, if you have oil, you're completely safe. Just tell Uncle Sam you got some, give him like 30%, and you'll have your defense paid for.
Can't hear who I'm talking to at all. Amazing. I love that for us.
What's going on?
You guys are not being you're not being heard at all.
So you can't hear me.
I hear you. The stream cannot hear you.
That might be for the best. I'm me.
Even if it might be for the best, it would be extremely fucking confusing to anyone that I have played with when I stream.
That makes it all the more entertaining. Hey, is he talking to himself? No, there's someone else in the room. We just can't hear him.
It's the voices
Oh,
in my head.
okay. Andrew, this is your conscience. You should go hug your wife.
It is confusing for sure. Alright, I'm going to make you hearable. No one ever is.
Or the people who didn't want the damn job.
Alright, can you hear red now?
Can you hear me?
I have to wait for a 30-second delay I've got.
Well, regardless, I've spoken my piece. I'm going to continue practicing my friends. Because they are bad, but they can be good. I had a really mediocre run last night where I took all of North Africa, I kicked Italy out, and I was like, yes, the Maginot is holding, the Alpine line is holding, everything's going great. And then they broke through Luxembourg and they snaked me, and I held out for an additional 4 years, but I mean, it sucked.
Amazing.
Because once they take Paris, they take most of your industry and population, and that's just, I mean, you can cover parts of Africa, but it's not super ideal, obviously. How does photography work? Because I've almost always done reliable national portrait. Oh, I see why I've been doing it. This sucks. Oh, and there's like a weird kind of communist route. It's not communist and it's not democratic. It's somewhere in between. Oh, but I guess you technically get. So you can switch to. You can switch to communist to get rid of disjointed government. Alternatively, you can do the. Oh, that's also why I hate it. All right. So it looks like we're not doing the communist route because it shoots your stability in the foot. My
I'm very concerned about the fact that apparently you're not being heard.
You know what, Andrew? I'm used to not being heard.
Well, the problem is I stream grounded with people, and no one has ever once mentioned not being able to hear the other people. And I've
Andrew,
had these
what you're
settings
not
for a
really here,
while.
I am the voice in your head.
I'm rather worried.
Alright, industry tech, electrical engineering, just kind of basic brain dead shit.
Hold on. I'm gonna-
Put a line on code AAA, keep that going. And then one of the issues I
It's
had
been okay for
before
now.
was I noticed I wasn't managing to pen the German armor. So I'll put one on guns and then I'll probably go off and get like fuel and I have nothing. Alright, all of these good armies, all of these less than good armies, forces, here, the horse is here.
Can you still hear him?
Can you hear me or am I yet another voice in Andrew's head? I
He
must know.
he just finished speaking. Very little. So it's just
That,
that you're coming through super quietly, but you are being heard with the settings. Why
well,
are
the
you
reason
coming
I
through
am
so
being
quietly? I
that's being
hear
heard, Andrew. I'm mellow.
that's a bold-faced lie.
And it's what I'm going to get away with anyway, if no
That's
one's looking.
true. You're plenty loud enough in my headphones, so I wonder why you're not being heard.
Are you able to check your audio mixing?
Um, hold on, let me hide my screen. Hmm. Yeah, I've got no idea why he's so hard to hear. Beth says that she can't even make out what you're saying. Like, that's how quiet you are. Which is strange because even after turning you down, you're the loudest person that was in the call during game night. And I have everyone else turned up to 200%. I've got you at 70. Yeah, I don't think I care enough to fix it either. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna ignore it and call it a day.
With all of my problems, if I ignore it,
I mean, I suppose I can turn the game up a little bit.
it'll go away.
But
Tune. If they can't hear him, just tune him out.
well, it's just audio capture, so it's just capturing all the sound from my computer. So I'm just gonna
Oh,
turn
okay.
you guys up so that you match me a bit better, and then I can
Oh,
just
is there anyone else in here?
well, just like in general,
Oh, okay.
it's just us two, and then I can just turn the game sound down.
Alright, I have 50-ish factories. The Jerry start off with 67, and they're going to balloon to 120 before the war begins, so I should try to match them.
You can hear him now.
Can I be heard?
Fantastic. I changed almost nothing, but I'm
Hey,
glad
look,
that it's
sometimes
working.
that small change is all you need.
Yeah, because I didn't want to turn you up in Discord because I wouldn't be able to hear anyone else if they joined.
Fair.
because I don't know what it is. Most of the people in my friend group are just very quiet over the mic, even if they're not in person. Hunter's awful with it. Most
Coffee is very
gamers, when you
shy.
put them in front of a mic, they are louder because they can't like hear themselves or whatnot. Hunter,
Yeah,
nah. He's like, mic's right next to my mouth. I'll whisper
I know.
all the
You
time.
agree.
I'm like, Hunter, I can't hear
Oh, is
you.
Hunter in the chat at the moment?
Is Hunter? No, he's not. At least not that I'm aware of. It says there's two viewers. One is my wife,
Hmm.
but that's it. Oh, that's
Beth, right?
problematic. Yeah, this is
Hello, Beth.
problematic.
I
They
hope you're
ran
having a
out
wonderful
of
day.
iron. We might need to turn these to go the other way.
All right, I have to rush down to revise the Constitution. If I do anything else, I'll be drowning in my political power deficit.
Yeah, every time we played, I don't know if you remember, I always played Finland.
I do remember, and I would civ boost you.
And we never once made it past like the initial fight.
We both chose minor nations and fought great powers without strategy. I could see that happening, yes.
So
Oh, hold on, I have to
and
go to where is it? Local police force. Yeah.
and then there was one time that you played a major power. You were playing as Germany, and I was
Sounds right.
Finland. And I think that's the farthest we made it. Was in that
Germany
one.
is frankly too powerful, but so are the Soviets. I just did
Yeah,
a Soviet Union run where I conquered the entire world by accident.
that sounds like the Soviets.
Well, everyone kept declaring war on me, and I just kept smacking them.
We really ran out of steel? Fucking Christ.
Yet another Hearts of Iron problem. Damn it, I've run out of things to do. Yes! That was complete RNG, and I'm very glad I got it.
Put that one
Oh, I
back
love
there.
election events that give you free war support. Attention. Alright, utilize the leagues down to the Council of Rambouillet. With the country in turmoil, the people look for a strong leader. It has become clear that republicanism has failed the French people, and it is time for the natural rulers of France to return. But first, the groundwork must be laid for restoration of the monarchy. Ah, yes, that thing that famously helped France out.
The monarchy.
It
Sure.
famously served them very well. Definitely no consequences resulting in Napoleon. Not even once.
God damn it. Alright, well, here's what I'm thinking if you're down for it. I don't know how long you plan to be on. Um, but I could stream this for a bit longer and then switch and stream, uh, uh, Hoi 4.
Entirely up to you. I would be down. Keep in mind, I'm still practicing my France myself, so if we want to do anything, that's great.
It's a smallish nest.
Oh, have you seen the changes they made to Italy? It's a completely different beast now.
No, I have not.
Uh, they have like a bunch of really strong bonuses that they only get for a specific period of time. So if they balance them correctly, they're just a juggernaut. But at the same time, if they lose a single piece of their territory, they fall into civil war because they're super unstable.
Love that for them.
Me too, Andrew. Me too. Everyone clap. They did it. They declared civil war. Congratulations, Spain. You did it. War support's getting nice and high. I might be able to do something about it. It's Council of Granby yet. Now I need revised constitution, and then I can go off to intervention.
I'm not sure I have enough.
So I'm gonna get
I'm gonna die.
2 weekly. So that really is 0.2 times 52, because there's 52 days in a year. So that's 10.4% stability. Okay.
God damn it.
Hmm?
I need to take out these nests over here so that I can start building on this oil. And, my car got stuck and got to start and I barely made it out of my life. Now I gotta run home, make a new fucking car, craft a whole bunch of ammo again, and go try it again.
Write a book. Your life sounds interesting as hell. I'd read it.
Well, so I've got like 230 hours in this game,
All right.
and I played almost exclusively with a shit ton of mods. Um,
I mean, I feel that. I really do.
but I'm playing it completely vanilla, more or less completely vanilla right now.
Vanilla
There
plus.
there are two mods in the game. One is it adds a little trash can icon on the top left of the screen. So instead of just dropping an item on the ground and ignoring it for the rest of existence, it just properly gets rid of it.
Wonderful.
Oh, well, that's going to cause problems for me.
Only one way to know.
Um, and then the other mod is called Squeak Through, which just allows you to fit between like certain buildings and things that you couldn't previously fit between, just so
Oh,
that
I
you
like
can
that.
get
I
through the
think
factory
arbitrary
easier.
movement restrictions are stupid.
Um, so those are the only two mods that are on. So there's no like major gameplay things. Um, but because of that, I'm missing a lot of my ways to deal with things early on. Normally, the way that I deal with the enemy early on is I remove my pollution as fast as I make it, so that I don't attract monsters from all over the fucking map and from little nests 10 miles away. Until later in the game, when I actually have the capabilities and the tools to deal with these nests. Right now, I'm fighting nests with sorely underpowered, and I normally play this with at least one person, with Wes, who I'm currently not doing it with. So I am outnumbered. There's usually two of us to fire at the hives. Like one can draw aggro, while the other can focus on dealing damage. And now it's just me.
Fun.
Yeah, it's well is not how I would describe it going.
It is going. But it is going, isn't it?
Yeah, there are some really like cheap methods that you can use in the game where like you can lay down a line of turrets, load them with ammo, then set a line slightly in front of them, and then just like pick up the old line and just keep advancing slowly until you eventually have turrets in range to kill the nests.
That'll
Um,
do.
but I'm trying not to use that method because it's extremely cheap.
All right, intervening. How many volunteers can I actually send? Four. Scheiße. I'll send the mountaineers because they kind of know what they're doing.
I'm gonna need like a full 200 bullets here.
How are my division d'infanterie appareil? They're doing okay.
Um, make a car. Um, but yeah, so I am struggling to kill things. I'm horribly outnumbered, and I really can't advance the game beyond the point that I'm at until I have
Extra hands.
extra hands, whether that is through robotics or people. But I'm playing the game completely vanilla because Claw is looking at getting this game, and he wants to see like how it is in the early game and whatnot because he doesn't like playing games that I know like everything about and he doesn't know anything about
He
because
doesn't
it's
like being the only one without knowledge of the situation.
well, yes and no. It's just like if I know everything, I'm like just do it this way, you know? And that
Right,
rather
if
than
there's a
like
better
us
way,
figuring it
why
out.
do it anyway else?
Yeah, so but in this game in Factorio, there's like in the very early game, you kind of overlap and have to work together because you can only do so much early on. But as you get past like towards the mid game and so forth, um, there's 12 different projects that you can be working on at a time, and you just divide and conquer, sort of thing.
Gotcha.
So like early on, when Wes and I were playing, we were doing like everything together, and then towards the end, before Wes stopped playing on our big space world together, we went like 3 hours, and we only saw each other when we went to the home base to grab more resources to go out and continue building,
I don't know if I like that or not.
or if we would go destroy hives and things. Because this is just like a giant, huge like setup factory game and whatnot, and
And there's nothing wrong with that.
with the big mod pack that we have, I was actually on a different planet, so for
Oh,
most of it. Yeah, so in the base game, you technically beat the game once you send a rocket into space.
okay,
With
so
the
you basically
giant
basically the Civ
science,
science victory.
yeah, with the giant science mod pack, that's like the first quarter of the game is sending a
Oh
rocket to
hell.
space. Then you can load yourself into said rocket and go to other planets and get their resources and refine them and build up other tiers and all kinds of stuff.
So space colonization.
Yeah, to a degree. And like the eventual end game of that one is to gain the technologies and whatnot to be able to harness a black hole and warp to a new dimension. And that's how
Hell
you
yeah.
beat that game. And we were playing it, but he was on his old computer, and it literally couldn't handle the game anymore.
Huh.
But he's got a new computer now, and he's like, it would run it perfectly fine. We just hadn't played it since together. Um, but Claw's looking at wanting to play it, and I would love to play this game with a group of people. Um, I absolutely love like building games like this, factory games and stuff. But I don't have many people to play them with, and many of them aren't multiplayer to begin with.
Right, because I think the whole like industrialization kind of grind serves itself better to single player gameplay.
Usually, yeah. There are aspects and ways that you can go about it, and things you can do that to do it in multiplayer that work fine. But it's like either you got to like build and work it together, or divide and conquer sort of deal.
Yeah.
Work together on projects. So it's like a just a
Cover the
preference of how you do
fucking
it.
flanks! Sorry, the AI is sucking on rocks.
Well, I wouldn't be doing much better, so get used to them.
It's okay, I'm playing France.
We're just gonna take all of this iron.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
And
No! Wait, yes, it still worked.
drop it in there.
I got an encirclement of 4. That's not too bad for Spanish Civil War pockets.
There's plenty coming in.
Right.
It's just not cooking it fast enough.
Putting some support artillery into the division for a little extra punch. Attention.
Alright, that'll do. $128 rounds.
Where's their next planned offensive?
I don't
Because
know.
eventually they're going to lose that pocket. That's just how it is. Because they're going to get a rebellion, and the anarchists are going to pop up, and then the nationalists are going to jump on it, because of course they will. It's not their fault the AI I'm playing on the side of is kind of brain dead. We'll go with that.
Oh, yeah. That is unfortunate.
It's how it is. It's just like, well, they're supposed to lose, so they give them the worst AI. Which, I mean, fair, but like, I want them to win. So I'll struggle and fight back. There's the Defense Council. Alright, fuck. We love Spain.
I'm gonna see if we can take out a good chunk of the nest. I need coal.
They chose Valladolid? Alright, sure, I'll go over there. Retreat out of the retreat out of the pocket.
I got.
Let's laissez-faire. Then off to economic devolution. Hold on. We can devalue the franc. Yeah, I'm gonna say mean things about franc. It's okay, he's England.
Is he now?
I have a focus called devalue franc.
Fair enough.
Why would you pick the one tile that doesn't have anything that it can advance into? Come on.
I can't believe I avoided all the trees there.
C'est parti. Ah oui. Ad avanti. Ad avanti. Vous aider. It's fine. Gimme. Gardez bon.
Come on.
Suck it, I took her capital. they're still pretty far from capitulating, which is annoying. And I have to retreat out of the tile so we don't get encircled. Because the AI wants to get pocketed so bad.
Oh.
Alright.
Alright, immediate nests are gone.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, as soon as I start pulling oil out of the ground, pollution will skyrocket over here.
The time-honored tradition. Immediately research column day. Something millimeter.
Unfortunately, my dead car here means I lost all the ammo that was in there. But I made it out with my life, so I guess who am I to complain?
There is always a reason to complain. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to judge you. Well, things could always be better.
That's fair.
Alright, I've told Frank exactly what I think about him. Stop trading for oil. Use those factories to build more factories.
Are you the one that was playing Stardew Valley
No.
with
That
Hunter?
might have been Jordan.
Jordan. I don't think it was Jordan. I don't know who it was. But I was going to play Ole.
Olay.
Welcome,
Olay,
Legion.
olay,
How's it
olay.
going, bud? Do you want to join the call? I'm in the stream main chat right now.
J'ai vu.
Just awoke from my slumber. I figured I was gonna see about streaming Grounded or whatnot, but neither you or Jake had answered my Snapchat, my morning one. So I figured you guys were still asleep, so I didn't want to call people. Right now I'm streaming Factorio though, and then it looks like I'm probably going to play some Hoi 4 with Seth. You got work? That's fair. Ooh, 81 more rounds.
Japan has declared war on China, a time-honored tradition.
Time-honored tradition.
Just seemed like the right thing to do. Although the things they did there were not right.
You see that meme about if you had 3 nukes to drop anywhere, where would you do it?
Yes.
And they're like, I would drop one on California just to speed that, on the California San Andreas Fault, just to speed up getting California away from us.
I would take a cartoonishly long saw and just cut it into the ocean.
The Senkit nuke would go to the ocean, just because I'm sure it would upset a lot of eco people. And then the third one would go to Nagasaki in case they thought we were sorry.
Good God.
Yeah, I was like, jeez.
I don't know what they did to you. Stop sucking on rocks, please.
Yeah, just in case they thought we were sorry, we're gonna nuke them again. You know.
Run.
Claw came up with a great addition. He was like Chernobyl just to get everything up and about. You meant Japan, not just Nagasaki.
Chernobyl to encourage the Russians
Jeez,
to move
Legion.
a little faster.
To encourage the Russians to move a little faster. Yeah. Physical projectile damage too. That's what's being researched right now. Okay. Did I not do tool belt? Oh, it's right there. Can I make explosives right now? Oh, I can. Well, shit. Well, shit. Let's make a splitter.
Why are you attacking without a battle plan?
I wonder if that'll just shut off. Is Seth not playing Factorio with you? No, he just joined the call and is hanging out. He's playing Hearts of Iron 4. It's a
To be
really
honest,
cool game, but I
I
don't know how
thought
much you'd enjoy it.
I thought my Discord was bugging out, and you were still in here, and I was like, oh, I'll join to make sure I'm not going crazy. No, you were still in there.
Yeah, I had just gotten on. I've been streaming for a total of 40 minutes now. So, I got on 40 minutes ago. Um,
Pocket,
I
pocket,
do this
pocket,
one
pocket.
here.
Oh, every encirclement helps.
Let me run some coal down. There's not many things that we need coal for. So I don't plan to run many coal lines.
Research secret police. I just think it would be funny. Have you seen? Now this way.
I can go there. Drop that one up there. Drop this one here. Drop this one down here. The crate right there. Let's do some grenades. Maybe I go running into this next batch by myself. Just go absolutely wild with the grenades.
Go crazy. Oh, just lose it. Oh.
Basically. Instead of running around trying to outmaneuver things with a car that's very difficult to control, maybe I'll just sneak in there and just fucking yeet grenades at everything. Yeah, so Legion, I'm actually, I'm playing the game almost entirely vanilla right now on a new world. Because Claw wanted to see, what the base game was like what the early game was like without all the additional mods and everything. Because he was thinking about getting it to play, and I would love to have more people to play this with because I absolutely love this game. But so far, it's just you and me. And I know that you're planning to start playing this again with me, but I would love to get him in here too. Um, and then we could all go through it together with all the mods and everything. Because the base game is super irritating. Or we could play. I've never actually beaten the game just vanilla. We could play it mostly vanilla, but like I would add in several of the mods that are just like quality of life things, like the angled robot arms and whatnot. Because and the bigger storages, because it just allows you to keep everything more compact rather than having a whole bunch of tiny storages that you have to use robot arms to shuffle everything around in, which is super irritating. Or the belt mod. I don't remember what the belt mod is. I don't know which mod you're referring to in that case.
Is it like a tool belt where you just have things on hand?
Oh, the loaders. Yeah, I would get the loaders back in because they're extremely helpful. So you can have inserters, which are basically just robot arms that grab from one side and place them to the other. Um, but there's loaders that you can get in the game that will just output at a very quick speed stuff or input at a very quick speed stuff. And they're very good for like trains or storage chests, things like that, so that you could stock up and store just like a massive amount of resources in one area. Because the general way that you play the game, like you mentioned, is pull everything out of the ground, make it into whatever the hell you want. One row of grenades is more than enough. Um, and then send it out and about as you please. But yeah, so the game's being played mostly vanilla. I honestly don't know how many more episodes that I will do of just this like base game here. Uh, but the game when it's not on sale is $30. So I'm trying to convince Claw to get it to play it, but he's a very objective driven gaming person. You have to have the goal to go through, and if it's just like a freebie thing, like Space Engineers, he doesn't really care for it. Um,
Hmm.
but in this, with like the big mod pack and whatnot, is a huge goal, and I've got how many hours in this game exactly? 219 hours. In easily over 100 hours of that is on that one space mod world that you and I have. And I would say we are not even halfway through it. So there's plenty to get through and work on. But yeah, I honestly don't like playing the game in just vanilla. There are so many different quality of life. Like it's easy enough to figure out how to make things work. It just takes more space. Like all of this nonsense right here, I had to run extra shoot lines around and then over to loop it down because I couldn't just do one right here that went diagonally. And it's infuriating. So it's just a huge waste of space not having those mods. Um, and then with like the small chests versus having bigger chests, it just means having a dozen small chests that I have versus one big chest, and that's just so much neater having one big chest for all the major resources in the game that you then send out wherever and everywhere you need. Um, then we're gonna get railway. After railway, we're gonna need automated train routes. After that, we're gonna need train signals. Yeah, we'll have to come back to that though. Um, so there are no longer any nests super close. This one's getting in the range. I'm probably gonna go deal with this one. Is that oil right there? Oh, combined yield 114%
That oil,
versus a
that
thousand.
shit
That's
mine.
not even worth going to. It combined yield of all the nodes there 114% versus this other one I found 1,006%.
Stop sucking rocks.
That's all
I
hive
I
too.
literally encircled them, and you managed to turn it into a self-encirclement. Oh.
Amazing. Yeah, I do plan to play Stream Hoi 4 at some point, and it's gonna be such a nightmare for me to stream.
It's fine. It's only a little stressful, I promise.
I don't get all that stressed. It's just like there's just so many like little mechanic things that I just don't know. And I'm
Oh,
slowly learning, you know?
you want a baptism by fire?
That is solely how I have played the game with you, as a baptism by fire.
All right, we'll do something different then.
No, I'm fine to keep going with it. I've learned a shit ton. I almost held off Russia this last time.
The problem is, it's just a lot of dudes to have to deal with.
Yeah, I had like 3 units, infantries, that were all like specialized and strong in every zone, and I was starting to pump out tanks. The problem was, for every 1 soldier I had, he had 6.
Russia is a goddamn hydra. I hate it.
And unlike in real life, where the Finnish soldiers just would disappear into the snow, mine just stand there and die. Because they have health bars and it's a video game.
True.
Their units get debuffs, they don't just starve to death immediately, you know?
Mm.
That's a lot of uranium in a small area.
I wasn't gonna get anything from that. And where is it? Where's China? I know they're in here.
Alright, let's go chuck some grenades at someone. So I've got the submachine gun. I've got a shotgun. I'm used to the combat shotgun. And then I've never really fucked with the flamethrower. I don't like using the flamethrower.
You don't like Werfing Flammen?
Um, well, it doesn't kill things immediately, so things can still run at you and deal damage to you. So
your issue is it lacks stopping power.
In which case, I would rather just use my combat shotgun in the game.
Okay, I get that. Oh, plug! I have the political violence national focus. Or national spirit.
Amazing. Alright, we're gonna go attempt this on foot. We're going to make a chest to set at home. I don't need repair packs by myself.
That means captain of industry.
Ugh.
What terrain am I in?
Alright, time to go try to clear out this nest. What gets researched after that? Landfill? Okay.
Stop getting snaked by Spain. Amazing! Amazing! We have been cut off from not 1, not 2, but 4 directions.
My favorite point in this game is when you reach the point of having enough laser turrets on your body armor that you can just run into a horde of enemies and it will just annihilate them. That's when I know that I'm winning.
You just walk at them, and it's...
Basically, yeah, it's really entertaining.
And then you open your eyes because you didn't want to go blind, and everything's dead. I'm trying to...
I've never used a grenade before in this game. I love it.
I'm trying to think of 2 nations that, like, really work well together in Hearts of Iron that aren't France and England. Because I don't want you to have to play either of those nations. Great Britain is complicated, and France is not in a great position. Having the unfortunate position of bordering both Italy and Germany.
I've played...
famously kind to French people.
I have played 2 nations in the game.
Finland and who?
Um,
Were you the Norway player?
I've played three nations in the game.
Okay.
Norway, Finland, and um, Britain. I played Britain and you played Germany, and I joined you, and we were steamrolling.
That tracks, and also I'm sorry I made you play Britain.
Oh no, I
I'm
loved
gonna
it.
mute for a second. I'll be right back.
Go for it. That'll cover that. Oh, that's actually a very big node with iron and coppers nearby. Well, shit. Now we're gonna go to this one. Which means we're gonna have to clear all those out. Ugh.
I have returned.
And we were steamrolling. I probably still have the save, to be honest with you.
Mm, I
I
don't
don't think I'll win
know
that
what
fight.
path we did. Did we both go monarchist?
Um,
Because ordinarily Germany and England don't have a whole
what's the one
lot
that
in
starts with
common.
F?
Fascist.
Yeah, I was fascist.
Whoa! I wouldn't have admitted that on stream.
I was playing as a fascist Britain.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, I converted myself very early on, and you were like, "This is hilarious."
Well, that's great because I'm already a brown shirt too. So let's get in and deck them, and then we did.
Yeah, we annihilated Russia to start. I think was the biggest thing that we focused on first.
Let me open up Firefox so I can check you streaming.
55 in there. Honestly, load that up. 40 grenades was able to wipe out one nest fairly well. But I'm going to need a lot more for these other nests. Now that I got closer to it, I was able to discover it's actually a 1500 yield. Um, and I want that because it also has at least 871,000 iron, 2.7 million, 1.7, 5.6. So I'm going to need to take out this nest here, and there's probably going to be a nest over here I'm going to have to take out. Um, but I've still got some things being researched before we have railway. Anyway, so once I have railways, I need to get these signals. Once the signals are done, I will be getting fluid handling, and then oil processing, and fluid wagon.
There
Because
isn't as much
I'm
of a
not
blaze
running
you think there
pipelines.
is.
There isn't as much of. It's supposed to only be like a 30-second delay.
It's like half a second from my perspective.
Oh, interesting. Oh, how about that? That did turn it off. Just turn that way. Pick up all my shit.
There you go.
Oh, shucks.
What's up, Andrew?
Oh, I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know what I'm going on about. I'm working on it. I'm up to 35 followers according to this thing, but I have no idea if it's accurate because it usually doesn't update itself properly. 12,000. All my
You know what,
miners
Andrew?
still working.
36.
Aw, shucks. Yay, Red Powered has followed the stream.
For
Little
better or
dancing
worse, I'm
panda.
here.
Ooh. All the iron has built up. I love that. Waiting for space and destination. Are these both full? I hate that.
Discord is convinced we've been playing Rainbow Six Siege for a long time.
Is it? I was playing Rainbow Six Siege at like 3 in the morning, so that was a thing that I was doing.
Oh, it says you're in menu. Okay.
Oh, actually, my computer thinks I still have Rainbow Six Siege open.
Interesting.
When I checked the sound mixer, when I was trying to figure out why it was so hard for them to hear you earlier, Rainbow Six Siege was one of the options that showed up there. So I might,
I was gonna say that might be an end process tool kind of thing.
yeah. My computer's just background playing a game for me right now,
It's
trying to get me
it's
to.
farming rank for you.
Yeah, apparently.
Real G.
She's probably doing a better job than I would.
Yeah, I've never played it, so I have no idea.
Oh, when I play the game, I'm incredibly inconsistent. I could get 9 kills and 0 deaths, or I could get 0 kills and 4 assists, or just 0 kills and 4 deaths.
I feel that I play a fair amount of Overwatch, and Moira isn't the best character. I wouldn't even say she's great, but she's decent and she's fine. And I play her a lot. And sometimes I go absolutely off, and I'm almost top damage, and I'm definitely top heal. And sometimes we get steamrolled.
Yeah, there's occasion that I am top of the team. But see, the problem that I have is I play two very varying play styles. I am either a hard defense. If anything gets to us, I will kill them. But something has to make it to us. And sometimes that just never happens. Or I'm just straight up using a shield without a gun. I'm being that defensive. Because there's a character
What's
that
your
has
strategy? Shield bash.
that. Or I'm playing some of the most aggressive characters in the game when we're on attack, or I'm sniping, or other various nonsenses. Oh, I need to pick a thing. Make landfills. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Whatever. It'll do it slowly over time.
I mean, it did just make one.
Yeah, it has to put 20 in. And it only grabs one at a time. Low power. Why? Oh. We're not getting coal.
Ruh-roh.
Why aren't we getting coal?
Did the vein run out?
More miners. I'm too lazy to fix the solution manually, so I'm just gonna slap down more miners and hope it fixes itself over time. Listen here, assholes. You better run. Stick one right there.
Like code works because I can't be fucked to debug it.
Right.
Is there a way to prioritize power leverage? Like, the miners, because they generate power, would receive power before everything else, because if they don't get power, then nothing runs?
No. It's just the amount of power being supplied will cover the efficiency. I just now have to run up here and jumpstart the system. Doo-doo-doo. Give me all of this coal. That's good enough. So now we gotta head north. Up to here. There. It's requesting 5. We can produce 7.2, so we've got some spare still. So that's good. It's just that it wasn't getting the coal down there.
Is there an issue with the track at any point?
Yeah.
Because I don't see coal.
No, I fixed it. It's flowing down now. It's just a long path, and it was built up for a while, but I destroyed it for a moment.
Oh, so you basically had like industrial growing pains.
Yeah, and I just needed to get the system jump started. And I started actually burning through the coal a lot faster because I'm using it in a crafting recipe to make grenades instead of just for fueling things.
Grenades
So
use
I needed
coal.
to adjust the amount of miners so that the
But
system
grenades
was
use
backing up
coal.
again.
Is
So
is it in like steel?
yeah, it uses coal and iron plates to make grenade.
Okay, so that's steel. Wait, hold on. There's no gunpowder. It's just
The
what?
coal is the gunpowder.
That's not how that works.
Do you want to know how you make bullets in this game?
Oh,
You slap in 4 iron plates and it outputs a bullet.
no, it puts out a whole magazine.
Yeah.
Already sorted. Already sorted. I hate it. Ah, ABR.
I'll tell you to fix your coal situation before I took my dog out. Ah, yeah, see, I fucked up and I didn't do that. So, here we are. Alright, the coal's starting to build up, I think. Oh yeah, it's building up again. Oh, I've got the hiccups.
Bless you.
No, please. Alright, well, unfortunately, the stream will be ending here in a minute. And then we'll start it back up again with Hoy.
Right. I have to reload. Boy.
Because I could not be bothered to download the video, cut it, and re upload it. And it's irritating to upload everything to playlists neatly like I've been trying to do if I've got mixes of things. So. And it would be fine if it was just like a bunch of miscellaneous games, you know? Like Among Us and Rainbow and other shit. But this is a series, and the other one is going to be miscellaneous bullshit. So we're going to make 2 separate streams. Hopefully you'll rejoin me for it. We'll see you guys all there. And yeah, after all of that, we're going to be doing fluid handling. Alright, so we're going to end the stream here, and then once I got everything set up for Hoy, we're going to load that up, and we will get streaming again.
Alright, just a heads up, I'm going to keep an eye on your stream, just to make sure, like, I'm just going to basically be looking over your shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. I used to share my screen in Discord for you to look at constantly anyway.
Right.
So, same difference. This way, it gets me an extra viewer to boost my rate. because I need to get up to 50
Hey.
followers and an average of 3 viewers per stream.
Let's
Unfortunately, I
go.
have a bad tendency. Well, that's what I need to reach affiliate status.
Oh, nice.
Um, I meet all the other requirements, which is just streaming enough days a month and enough hours a month. I
Okay.
reach that easily. Um, but yeah, let me real quick go over my mods. Mods that I would put in for a relatively vanilla game. The containers and warehouses just adds in giant storages instead of having a million tiny ones. Um, we don't need advanced drills or furnaces. I wouldn't mess with the advanced solar. Um, this amnesia mod is really cool, Legion. Um, Dying causes you to lose research, which I think is a fantastic thing. There was a gentleman, the author of it, Lauren, was in my stream, and he was talking to me about different things in the game and whatnot. He asked what mods I used, and he recommended this one. And I think that sounds awesome because there's really little punishment to dying in the game. Um, I would be adding at least. No, I guess I would leave it as it is. Um, we would be doing adjustable inserters. We would be adding in cargo ships because I like having these to go with trains. Uh, we would be doing landfill plus so that the landfills are removable. We would be doing the mini loader. And attrition shell starting. Robot attrition because it's entertaining to me. The pollution detectors. Solar wall, space exploration. Um, and the tiny start mod. It allows me to start with a small amount of construction robots, which lets me get through the early game much quicker because I can copy and paste things rather than place every little thing, and it's super slow and irritating. But if I was playing with a group of three, I'd probably be okay with doing it. Um, Without it, at least for the first main playthrough. Alright, well, that's going to be this. I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. And then we're going to get Hoi 4 all set up. Once we have kind of it set up and how what we want to do with it, I'll start the stream when we're ready to like get into it. Okay? So I'll see you guys all in probably like 10, 15 minutes or so. Legion, if you're not able to come back in, I fully understand that. You have a great time at work. And when you're done later in the day, I have to stay up until nighttime because I didn't sleep last night. So I'm trying to not ruin my sleep schedule by just staying up so I don't like sleep throughout the middle of the day. So later on, if you want to play a game or something, if I'm not still on Hoy, I'm totally down. All right, and bye for now.